Jonathan Glancy, followed by Sophia Bell.
Hello, I'm a resident of 118 Norfolk Street in Cambridge. 12 years ago, here for number 11. 12 years ago, when I read in the paper about a jam space opening in Cambridge, I biked from Cambridge to Brighton and put in a deposit to reserve my room. In the months before that, a friend and I had been renting a house at 341 Norfolk Street in Cambridge, thinking we could play music in the basement without bothering anyone. The first night we played, the police were called, and over the course of the next few weeks of regular visits from them, we came to the realization that if you want to play music in the city, you need a special space. I first moved my drums into a tiny room at 110 Brookline Street. I was thrilled to have a place to play so close to everything, but that only lasted a week the first time. The city inspector had not yet approved the opening. We were told we couldn't play until all the unmet requirements were met. In that time, we were given 9 months of free storage. It was frustrating, but when the space finally opened, I thought this was worth the wait. There was fresh air pumped into all of the rooms. I know this is standard for most modern buildings, but that was not the case in other jam spaces I had rented in Everett, Alston, and Charlestown. I was glad to see Cambridge was doing it the right way. Fast forward 10 years later, Trinity via Ledgemore bought the building. There was another inspection and all the art was removed from the hallways. We knew our days there were numbered, and many of us asked Bob Logan, an employee of the old and new management, when the end would come. He assured many of us that it wouldn't be too soon, probably a few more years, and that we would get lots of notice. I work for a realty company which owns several properties throughout Cambridge as a maintenance worker, and I asked one of the owners personally if I could rent a space from them to play music. Despite my positive relationship to my place of employment, he said no, and I was not surprised. The average landlord or developer has no reason to rent to musicians. We are seen as a risk, not as an asset. This is why we need the help of local government to keep musicians and artists in the city. Financially, we cannot compete with people in real estate, but we give way more than they do in a currency which is not easily measured. Playing music has been my avocation, my therapy, my social network, and spiritual practice. I know that I will keep making music. The question I came here to try and answer tonight is whether it will be in Cambridge or somewhere else. Thank you.
Thank you.